The KKK warned about it 100 years ago. MAGA is about to blow itself up and take us all with it just because it forgot the lesson. Just this week, the Pentagon outed Israel for spying on U.S. diplomats, listening in on bilateral talks with Iran, and sabotaging an early peace deal. The New York Times scooped an Oval Office meeting where Netanyahu had promised a quick, easy surgical strike, followed by an Iranian civil uprising that never happened. Trump got snookered, and now we're stuck with a goat rope in Hormuz. At home, American Jewish pundits from Ben Shapiro to Barry Weiss to normally even-keeled Sam Harris are getting pilloried for their unflagging, no-matter-what defense of Netanyahu's policies, while in Magistan, Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson are making hay sowing doubts about our former allies. The whole American alt-right consensus is fracturing in front of our eyes. But you want to know what's really ironic? The Ku Klux Klan saw it all coming a century ago. It's only this generation of white Christian nationalists that didn't get the memo. Some quick backstory. There wasn't ever really one KKK. There have been four, all told. Klan number one, decade after the Civil War, angry pranksters. They wore whatever they could scrounge and pretended to be the ghosts of Confederate soldiers riding around at night on demon horses. Klan number two, 1915, Oscar-winning film Birth of a Nation, mythologized the earlier Klan and invented out of whole cloth the white hoods and sheets. The director just thought the look would pop on black and white film. Kind of like the Sopranos watching The Godfather to learn how to be gangsters, or narcos watching Scarface. The 2.0 Klan learned their shtick from the movies. Only this time they added Catholics and Jews to their uppity Negro sharecroppers on their shit list. Why Catholics and Jews? For starters, they weren't white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and waves of immigrant Irish, Polish, Italians, and Slavs were freaking the whites out. But the deeper reason, and the one that has so much relevance for MAGA today, is the idea of dual allegiances. If you were a Catholic beholden to the Pope, or a Jew beholden to their tribe, how could you ever be really trusted in American democracy? Weren't you always going to be some kind of sleeper agent looking to do us dirty? So Klan 3.0 was the 1950s on. They murdered Emmett Till, lynched black folks, bombed churches, RFK's Justice Department, MLK, Selma, that whole chapter. It was the Klan's high point and kind of our low point at the same time. After that, white Christian nationalism splintered and went underground, seemed to mostly fade away onto fringe internet sites, until Klan 4.0, MAGA and Charlottesville, where we got to see the Jews will not replace us chant resurrected by frat boys holding tiki torches. But what about the Catholics? Aren't J.D. Vance and Trump in a spat with the popes lately anyway? Yes, and that's the thread to tug on, because it's not what the Klan was afraid of, American Catholics taking orders from the Pope. It's way shadier than that. Opus Dei is a fascist secret Catholic society from the Da Vinci Code, if you saw it, that hates these newer, more progressive popes, and they've infiltrated Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and Washington, D.C., in a secret recruiting program that makes Scientologists look like Amway salesmen. They've built a multi-billion-dollar war chest and a Rolodex and have been placing their people across D.C. 6 of the 8 Supreme Court justices, all appointed over the last 20 years, Catholic. Project 2025, the roadmap for Doge and MAGA, and the entire Trump playbook for his second term, Opus Dei, funded and scripted. And all this is in a country that's only ever elected 2 Catholics to president, JFK and Biden. So how ironic is this? White Christian nationalists have been infiltrated and hijacked by the very hidden enemies that their granddaddies were so paranoid about a century ago. Maybe ICE should be paying a little less attention to Spanish speakers and a little more on Latin and Hebrew. But I guess when you're ruled by hate, you can't always see straight. The KKK